beautiful weirdos, it's Charlotte here and welcome back to Pretty Scary. Now today it's another one of my 31 days of Halloween. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe below because every single day I'm going to be doing some kind of scary, cool, retro, pretty, nasty, gory tutorial, and there'll be something for everybody. So yeah, so hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Don't forget as well that in every single video, Edward the Misshapen Bear will be hiding somewhere, wearing a different Halloween costume every day. So don't forget to comment below and let me know if you've seen Edward, if you spotted him, where he is and what Halloween costume he's wearing today. So today I'm doing a kind of pretty tutorial mixed with some scary. It's very wearable and fairly simple to do, so without much further ado, I am going to make a start on the rose through the neck. I'm sticking on my scary stories again, I'm listening to those again rather than music. So first we are going to make our killer rose, so you will need a rose, 2 blobs of blue tack, a plate, a spatula, some latex and a little tiny container or shot glass. Put your blobs on the plate, stick your roses in and flatten the edges out. This is going to form the base of your prosthetic piece to stick onto your face. Once those roses are stuck in there, pour out some latex. Please excuse the noise, my neighbour next door is drilling something, God knows what. I've waited all day and he's not stopping. Anyway, put the latex around the base, covering the blue tack and spinning out onto the plate. Don't knock the other rose over in the process like I did. Use your finger to just spread out that latex around the edges so you have a nice thin edge for your eventual prosthetic piece. And repeat with the other rose. Yes, you might have this problem like I did, the rose is falling over, so grab a hairdryer and just blow that latex dry, and then it will hold in place like this. Add another layer of latex and flatten it out and Bob's your uncle. Dry it off and there we go, done. So starting with base, I don't really need to explain this to you because you've seen it a million times before. I love this foundation, it's the Maybelline Fit Me one, but they seem to have stopped doing it. Oh, and by the way, that face there was because the hairs keep coming out of my Sigma Kabuki brush and it drives me mad. I think I'm going to have to get a new one. Right, now putting Buttercream by Laura Mercier all over the eye to provide a nice pale base for the rest of the shadow. And then taking a fluffier crease brush and putting Margot by Laura Mercier, which is one of my favourite shadows for going in the socket line. What I want to do here basically is just build up a nice kind of soft, dreamy, smoky eye, no hard edges, nothing too defined. So I'm starting right at the inner corner and going right to the outer edge and then going underneath the eye as well. There'll be no dramatic wings, no cut creases, nothing like that, all very soft. So obviously the key to this is to blend, blend, blend. And now just putting some more of that Margot underneath with a firmer brush than the fluffy one that I was using before. And then taking Smoky Grey by Laura Mercier and that fluffy brush again, well the tip of the fluffy brush, and just going right into that socket line, right on the inner edge. It's kind of like a halo effect, if you're familiar with the halo effect eye, but a much softer, more diffused version. What you kind of want it to look like is it's like your eyes naturally kind of shadowed this way. Wouldn't that be nice, eh? You wouldn't have to put makeup on. But yeah, that's kind of what you're going for. And then just taking a stiff angled brush and Coffee Ground by Laura Mercier because I want the brows to be really thick, dark and dramatic. And then taking that fluffy brush again and that same Smoky Grey and just building up the intensity even more on those inner corners. And now taking Deep Night, which is my favourite deep smoky eye colour, and that same angled brush that I used on the brows and just deepening up that lower lash line. blending that out, and then taking Margot again and a fluffy pencil brush and just blending underneath the eye with Margot and around. You just want to keep everything really soft. Going back in with that deep night and deepening up those inner corners again and the outer edges too, but not going all the way around. And blend. Now I decided I was going to try freckles, but in fairness they just actually looked a bit shite, so I took them off. Then I thought, well, I'll try them again, see if it'll go better this time, but no, they still look shite, so I totally took them off, redid my base, and then went on to blush. I'm using Rose Bloom by Laura Mercier, which is a nice muted pink shade, and I'm making it quite dramatic, the blush, quite dramatic rosy cheeks, and then taking my Super Cat liner by Soap and Glory and tight lining the waterline, well, not really the waterline, more the base of the lashes underneath, because like I said, I don't really want the kind of the look of liquid eyeliner as such, because I want this to look all very soft and as if it's meant to be there. They're doing the same with the lower eye, a little bit more blending. Blending that out with an angled brush, curling the lashes, mascara. I'm using my Soap and Glory one here, upper and lower, and then onto the lips. So I'm just using a red lip pencil to line the lips. Not really overlining here too much today, and then going in with Cherry Skies by NYX and just kind of patting it on, because you want a kind of a look like you've just bitten some fruit. So again, nothing too defined or quite soft, and then going over with a red liquid lipstick, and then that dark one again, just building it up in layers, and then going in with Roach by Urban Decay just to define some of the edges, because it was looking a bit too messy and I do like a bit of a defined lip. Now going in with some nice natural looking but very full lashes. Don't forget to let that glue get tacky before you stick it on, otherwise they'll just slide around and nobody wants that. You can use the end of a makeup brush if you need a little bit of extra help to stick that down. Now just powdering the latex before I peel my Rose prosthetics off the plate, just so the latex doesn't stick to itself. Trying it on for size in the place I'm going to put it, and I'm sticking this on with lash glue rather than more of a special effects glue, just to show you that you can use just what you have in your makeup box, makeup bag, whatever you happen to have. So I'm just putting some lash glue on, letting it go tacky, and then just gluing the bottom part of the rose to the bottom of my chin. Now this is a very forgiving makeup because the first part of the prosthetic is underneath your chin, so you can't see the edges, and the top part of the prosthetic is in your hair, as you will see in a moment. Just going over those edges with a little bit of extra latex just to make sure that's really secure. Now you want to take your hair down and then just basically bobby pin or grip, whether you're American or English, grip that top prosthetic piece into your hair. So you need to make sure you have enough of a kind of a latex skirt, for want of a better word, around the bottom of the stem so that you can actually grip it into the hair. And you will be covering this with the hair in a moment. So just backcombing the hair slightly with a brush. Because again, you want a kind of a messy, dishevelled, kind of soft look. And I'm just tying the hair into two bunches so that I can kind of comb it back over that stem prosthetic. But you can style your hair any way you like, as long as it's covering that bit of hair, or that bit of prosthetic rather. And you can use some more grips if you need to. A little bit more back combing. And a bit of hairspray. Now just taking some foundation and just covering over the edges of that prosthetic with a sponge. And then taking a textured sponge and some deep red grease paint to start creating kind of a blood splatter effect. the top of the head as well, because it would be going down your head if you had a rose coming through the top of your head. And then using a brush just to intensify that, and also to put some of that deep red onto the stem where it's gone through the head. Some down the side of the mouth. You can really go to town with the blood and just put as much on as you want. And then for some reason I decided that I needed to deepen up the eyes a little bit more here. I'm not quite sure why, but there you go. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm hiding my lash band. Yeah, hiding my lash band with that Deep Night by Laura Mercier again. And deepening it all up while I do it. Blending it out. And then just bringing some of the smoky grey down to make it look like I've been crying, because yeah, you wouldn't be too happy if you had a rose through your head really. And then I'm using that Cherry Skies by NYX just to do some blood trickles, because it's coincidentally a very good blood colour and it dries, so you won't have any problems with it smudging all over the place. So anyway, I hope you liked this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below where Edward is and what costume he's wearing. Edward the misshapen bear. And like I said earlier, if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the red subscribe button below. It's free and you'll be able to see lots more of these Halloween tutorials. So I shall see you next time. Love you lots. Thank you for watching.